Oh, praise be to the vernal equinox. I was so sick of winter, any more winter, and I was gonna like burst. Of course, there's still the possibility that we could have a huge blizzard, uh, in which there was a bunch of things I wanted to say, and I'm not very good at scripting things, and I don't write things down, and I tend to ramble around and go in a circuitous route, and hopefully eventually I wind up saying everything that I want to say. Of course, it'll never happen in 9 minutes time, because once I think of one thing, the next thing comes, and so on and so forth. Um, I was watching other people's videos, and I do like doing that, man. I get little glimpses of I don't know, I was going to say hope, but I decided to change my mind because hope sounded too optimistic, and heaven forbid that I sound optimistic. But yeah, but that's what it is, and little bits and pieces of myself, actually, in others, and I guess that's the whole point. But like most people are on here to document their transitions and stuff, and I guess I am too, except that I don't know exactly how and by what means and to where I'm transiting to, because I'm still like full of fear, and that's what's been showing up this week, actually. So so I was going to say, I'm really on here like to save my ass, like, or to save what's left of my marbles at this stage of the game, because I don't know. I went on FTM Mentors, man, and you know what happened? Like, I did all this shit, and they emailed me and tried to hook me up with myself. And I'm like, yeah, okay, that will help. I've never been a very open person. It's a lot easier for me to be open here, like once removed from anybody, from any actual physically present, immediately present human being, and a whole other game when I'm around others. I wear a lot of masks, have for a long time, and I just want to run it and on it about every other day. But but this is the transness is the gift that keeps on giving, and it's the elephant in the room that will not go away ever. And that is both a blessing and a curse. But it just, the more I look at this issue, the more life seems to throw at me that forces me to have to like look at it even more. It's really just some kind of interpretive mode that I'm in, and I think that life is throwing all this stuff up in my face all of a sudden. But it's really, just a matter of what I'm seeing, and it's all for the good in the end. But like, I can't remember exactly what it was. Aside from being served one moment and manned the next, within the span of 5 minutes, that always takes me for a loop, because I just, how can that be? But not to say that I'm not confused, but I at my work I work with a lot of confused people to varying degrees, and some of them, even though they're in a MH facility, they're still MR, and what happens is I get called out on the carpet a lot, sometimes deliberately, just as a distractive mode to disrupt groups and stuff that I run. People will love to stop and ask me personal questions in the middle, just to piss me off sometimes. But one of the patients said something, or thought I was somebody else, or I don't know, but they referred to me as he, and this was at work where I'm not Calvin, and not on the circuit, not pronouncedly anyway. I don't go around saying that. But so they said something, and then I kept walking, and one of the aides was at the office door, and that person commented to them that I look like a guy, and this person came into the office and said something like, well, no, some people are confused and blah, 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 like I wasn't even there and stuff. And you know what, it didn't even really bother me, because right or wrong, I'm thinking, dude, I wouldn't want to be you. Like, I hate your look, and there's just so many modalities that I don't understand why my modality can't be included. But stuff like that keeps happening, you know, and it keeps happening, and it keeps happening. And I went to therapy like 2 weeks ago, and I started to get about as open as I ever get, which is really kind of a breakthrough, because I need to talk about this shit. But then I went back yesterday, and just clammed up again, you know, 6 steps forward, 2 steps forward, 6 steps back, and I'm not going to get anywhere unless I can, like, you know, be more out front, and it's just freaking hard. I've been tired. I'm very busy at work. I got like other old age crap going on. Namely, I can't hear jack out of this ear, and I went to the ear, nose, and throat doctor for my throat, and had him check my hearing too. And they promptly announced that I can't hear shit. Told me I needed hearing aids in both ears, and handed me a pamphlet with gray-haired people on the front of it, and it just like threw me into like a state of some sort of state of shock. And I got to work after that, and I was like, what? You know. So and then I had this really bizarre using dream, and they always trip me up, man. They always trip me up. I'm in this limbo land right when I'm waking up, and I'm thinking, oh my God, that's right, I've been smoking pot all along, and it's utterly terrifying. Maybe not to some, but to me it's terrifying. And so I've just sort of been out of sorts, and you know, I got a lot of heaves at work and stuff this week, and I sit through officious meetings and introduce myself one way and wear men's shirts the other way, and sit around thinking that other people are prudy, and I'm going, I wonder what they think about this contradiction, and I don't know. But anyway, I left therapy, and I was like shit, you know, I just haven't hauled around again. And oh yeah, I had a series of thoughts because I was tired, and because I don't know, and it was nice out, and then my thoughts kind of turned to spring, and that has its own unique form of melancholy, a melancholy for every season. I have one. And I was thinking about age, and I was thinking, well, shit, man, you know, what am I going to do? Because when I'm watching these other people's videos, I'm always like, yes, see, it's possible, man. It's like me out there, you know. I mean, it's great, and I'm going, yeah, but I'm like, so, I don't know, man. I'm such a wuss. Like, I don't know why I can't step out. And I was thinking about it, you know, and I was trying to relate it to age again, because I'm pushing 50. Actually, I'm like 49 and a half years old, and I was thinking, I don't know. There's a sense of dire urgency that's an undercurrent with me, because making it through a whole bunch of shit, not unscathed, but still standing. But also simultaneously realizing, you know, it just really hits home in ways that are indescribable unless you're having that experience. That, man, you know, I didn't get to these places that I thought I was going. You know, I didn't make these accomplishments. I'll have some, but certainly not to the degree that I imagined when I was 20.